Webheads, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. Before we get started in this week's new comic book haul, I just want to give a big shout out to all of you out there. I just hit my 15,000 subscriber milestone. I am ecstatic about it, and it would not be possible without all of you guys. So once again, a big thank you. Happy new comic book day, and let's get started with this haul. What is happening, webheads? Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. I'm Mike Spider Slayer, bringing you Spider Slayer's comic book haul. This is episode 596, the video series where each and every week I share with you what I pick up at my local comic shop, which is Comic Central, located in the city of Sanford. So if you guys are ever in the Central Florida area, make sure you guys stop by. Tell them Mike Spider Slayer sent you. They'll provide you with some great customer service, and of course, guys, they got great comic books to buy. So let's get started with this week's haul. It's my 15K celebration, and obviously, as you can see on this thumbnail here, there's a bunch of Angela, right? So I have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Spawn issue 9, which is the first appearance of Angela and Medieval Spawn. You can say that I'm becoming a hoarder of this particular comic book, but my goal was to get a graded copy. Well, let's just say, to celebrate this 15K milestone, I scored a copy of Spawn issue 9, and it is a 9.8. I could not be more excited. Again, white pager here, guys. This was back in 1993, the first appearance of Angela and Medieval Spawn. This book showcases so well in a slab. I am so excited to have this, man. I've been wanting this for a long time. Will it still prevent me from, collecting floppies or individual copies of Spawn issue 9? Probably not. It just become a thing of mine. I just seem to want to collect as many of these as possible. So yeah, totally excited about that. But here we go. Let's get back into the regular side of things when it comes to the haul. No mysterious black bag this week. We got the kind of see-through white mystery bag. And of course, inside are the comic books. Here is your stack of books this week, guys. Not too many, not like last week, where I think I read altogether about 30 books. I mean, it was insane. I think going into the fall, I'm going to have to make some decisions on what comics I want to buy, and if they're series that I'm truly enjoying or not, and make some cuts, because prices are going up, and I have to really make decision on, certain books. But let's get into it this week. Here we go. The first book we're showcasing today is DC's Peacemaker Tries Hard. This is book 4. I didn't read book 3 yet, as I am a little bit behind on a couple of books just because of my hectic work schedule during the summertime. But that's about to end, and I'm about to get back on track with everything. First 2 issues of this were really, really good. I love the comedic aspect of this book as well. Yeah, just a solid series from what I read so far. Nice artwork inside. And I'm not sure how many issues this actually goes to. If you know, just let me know in the comments below. It could be 6. All right, the next book is The Adventures of Superman John Kent. This is issue 6. This series has been really good. I love the last issue here, as we got to see the Injustice Superman go against Batman and his little rebels or whatnot, and they're trying to stop Superman from obviously controlling the world. John Kent is trying to do battle against his own dad in the Injustice world. It's been a solid read. The one thing though that I haven't really liked so much is the artwork. I feel like it's a little flat. It could be a little bit more three-dimensional, but that's just a nitpick for me. Overall, this series has been pretty good. That's a nice picture of Wonder Woman there. So there we go. Adventures of Superman, John Kent. That's issue 6. All right. Looks like I got only one Night Terrors book. I think I'm pretty much off the Night Terror train right now, except for the main series. And this is Night Terrors Batman. This is issue 2. And the first issue of this issue little story was actually pretty good. And you see, I think Batman was going against insomnia or whatnot, and he's dealing with his nightmare. And then he becomes this different type of Batman. And then it looks like he becomes Joe Chill, and he's like forced to shoot his parents in his own nightmare. Pretty intense. It seemed like the one, night terror book that I actually really enjoyed. Good artwork. It was kind of dark and gritty. So we'll see what issue 2 has to offer. All right. And then this was JSA. This is issue 5. It's been a good series. It just seems like it's been delayed. I mean, it's taken forever for this series to complete. It's funny because it just seems like Jeff Johns, with his work lately, when he does work at DC, it takes forever, and I don't know what the deal is. But overall, the series has been good, but it's just lost its kind of, enthusiasm for me, because it's just like I fall out of a story when it doesn't come out in a timely fashion. But overall, from what I do remember, it was pretty good. So we'll see how it goes from there. All right, then it looks like I wound up getting from Marvel, Warlock Rebirth. This is issue 5. I think this is the conclusion to this, or am I wrong here? I have to try to look at it without spoiling myself. It's to be continued in a Silver Surfer book. So Warlock Rebirth is just continuing on in another series, but no more this one. Love this story about Warlock and Eve Warlock doing battle against each other on who should be the superior Warlock character. The art reminds me of old school, and it's just great. It's not overwhelming. And ooh, look at this. They're sharing a kiss. What's happening there? Who knows, man? Maybe they get it on and they have a Warlock baby. All right. Next, I wound up getting Dark Droids issue 1. This is Star Wars comic, of course. Now, I was going to get this, then I saw it, and I wasn't going to get it. And then I went to one of the comic shop employee, and he told me, Mike, you don't have to read the tie-ins to understand the story. They just enhance the story. There's going to be 4 issues of this. So if you just want to read this, you'll feel absolutely fine. He read it the other night, and he said it was actually kind of good. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's read a Star Wars book. Let's see what the droids do in the world and how they try to destroy everybody. It might be a lot of fun. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. So that's Star Wars Dark Droids, issue 1. All right, so here we go. We got X-Men 25. This is a big issue. It's oversized. This one is 6 pages. It's 7. Is it $6? Yeah, it's $5.99. Kitty Pryde is in it. Obviously, if you read X-Men or the Gala issue, you got to see what happened to Kitty. She actually fell through a portal that was closed off. It became solidified so she could fall through, and she wound up in a different place. So now we get to see what's going on with her after the whole incident of what happened in the Gala. Good looking artwork. It seems nice. Again, it's going to tell the story of what's happening going forward. Hopefully it's good, guys, And then I wound up getting the variant cover to the same issue where we get to see all the X-Men dead on the floor. Call me dark. I said call me a dork. Call me a dark. But I like this kind of stuff. I think it's kind of cool where you can look at the cover and see all the dead mutants, right? So that's pretty awesome. All right. And now, guys, real quick, I just want to give a quick shout out to all my members of my Facebook group. If you're looking to join an awesome comic book community, go onto my group. It's called Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite. And you'll just have to answer a few questions. And once I approve you, you will be part of this group. It's absolutely for free. You can talk about anything and anything when it comes to comics, as long as you're respectful to each other. That's one of the rules, the most important rule, of course. And you never know, guys, when you could get shouted out on future comic book hauls, which the shout outs are returning in a couple of weeks. All right, so continuing on. with Marvel, we have What If Dark Venom. This is issue 1. So this is basically what if Ben Grimm got possessed by the Venom symbiote. And you get to see that right here in those opening pages. I think that's going to be an awesome story to read. This is what he looks like right here. That's great stuff, man. I don't think we've ever explored that, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, that's awesome. Venom. All right, then we have the return of Strange Academy. This is Strange Academy Miles Morales. This is part 1 of 3. So it looks like this is the way we're going to see Strange Academy characters these days in maybe other books until they get their own book once again, which I am crossing my fingers for. I want them to have an ongoing series again. I think they're some of the best stuff that was ever created when it comes to Marvel Comics, right? So let's see. Here we get some more artwork. So yeah, I want to see their interaction with Miles and what they all have in common with each other. I think that will be kind of cool. All right, then we go to Independent here, and we have the Sacrificers. This is issue 1. This looks like an interesting story as, like, I don't know, you get like parents that are sacrificing their kids in order to stay alive and stuff like that. I don't know, it just seems like a very weird story, but I think Rick Remender is the writer of this. So when you have Rick Remender behind a book, you're almost like obligated to check it out because his writing is so good and so original, and so that's why I had to pick it up even though the story sounded a little weird for me. So we'll see what it has to offer. Then we have the continuation of Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. This one's written by Jason Aaron. It's basically a love story about two people who fall in love in an apocalyptic situation, and we got to see them start off as kids, we've got to see them grown as adults, and we got to see them fall in love, which is, again, just a really solid story. I never thought I would like a story like this, but it's been a really enjoyable read, and I love seeing these characters' journey. So that's Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. Then we have another new mutant book this week. We have Magneto. This is issue 1. I don't know if this takes place now or in the past or whatnot. I didn't read up on it. Magneto's a cool character, and I just want to see this story here. This looks like it does take place in the past because this is done by J.M. DeMatteis, and the art is done by Todd Nuck. So yeah, it does look like earlier years because the New Mutants are really young here, and it looks like it takes place maybe during Secret Wars, maybe Secret Wars 2. So that looks like Magneto's old costume there. So that's kind of cool. All right, and then we wind up getting the Death of Venomverse. This is issue 1. I love this cover with, I guess that's Scream on there. It could be somebody different. But look at this opening 2-page spread. That's pretty nice right there. Right, got some symbiote battle action going on, and I guess the whole Venomverse is getting destroyed. No more the Spider-Verse, but the Venomverse. So if you've been keeping up with all the Edge of Venom stuff, then you're gonna get what's going on in this comic. Look at that! It's is that what is that? The Virus Venom guy? I actually have that first appearance of him in a slab, and he's back. Here we got Carnage there. Could be fun, man. Looking forward to it. It's like summer popcorn flick, right? All right. Then, of course, I couldn't get just one cover. I had to get 2 covers. Death of Venomverse. You got the sketch variant there. So that's kind of cool. And then we wound up getting this astonishing I always say astonishing Ant-Man. It's astonishing Iceman. I wasn't going to get it, but based off of the events of what happened in the gala, I need to know what's going on with freaking, what's his face, Iceman, right? Like, how is he alive? How did he survive this attack? Because you know he survived some way, shape, or form, right? Here's some more of the interior art here. All right. And then, of course, we had to get the Amazing Spider-Man Annual, issue 1. So if you read Hallows' Eve, the miniseries this entire time, this kind of continues off of that, and we get to see her possibly break Ben Reilly out of jail. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I love Hallows' Eve. I love her power set, and I hope she is a character that definitely lasts a long time. You can see she reunites with Ben here. So, yep, definitely looking forward to that one. And then we got a couple independents here. We got Fire and Ice. This is issue 1. Want to see what Dynamite has for this book. I mean, it could be something I like, it could be something I hate. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Look at that artwork inside. That actually looks really good. Looks kind of gory. It's very Conan-like, right? So that's that. And then speaking of Conan, I wound up getting the Artgerm cover of Conan the Barbarian, issue 1. So being that I did buy the variant cover, people were asking me, are you going to check it out? And I'm not usually a huge Conan fan, but if I definitely have the time, I will definitely try to read this book. This weekend, I am going away out of town to Disney, so I might not have a chance to read all my books and do all my videos that I want to do. It's kind of like that rest and relaxation time before the whole school year and everything starts up again. So there is the haul, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed my little 15K celebration. And again, it's because of all of you why this channel exists. And I love hearing all your guys' thoughts and your opinions on books, and really makes the channel go full circle here. And I'm glad that I've been able to help people out there as well. It really warms my heart. It keeps me humble, being that I've helped people through depression and gotten them through dark times and all that stuff. It just means so much, guys. So again, as always, if you love the content, I'll leave you more content right here. My top 10 most anticipated comics for next week. And of course, guys, as always, keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember to read those comic books, and happy new comic book day.